essentially, weren't they supposed to be
Yes.
like the little tricks that you learn to learn magic?
We are live.
Okay.
It's been a while since someone's walked over the intro.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You know, far less frequently since Rachel hasn't been here.
Yeah, I know.
Damn it! I would have said something better if I knew I was going to start.
I mean, if nothing else, it's proof that we can point to that we're not just like robots. We exist outside of
No.
the street.
Do we?
There is a conversation that happens before we go live, believe it or
I'm not convinced Oliver's not a robot, so, you know.
I can
I yeah, like
His hand.
we're going right back to
Hey,
Skynet once again.
How far does the hand go? It's like all across the screen. Like on my screen, there's at least like two
Yeah, I
Two
know,
holes.
right? It's a little weird.
a long arm.
Wow, this
Reed
is
Richards
a
pulls it
great
off. It's no
intro
big
for
deal.
this stream.
So I do love the crit fail. I love the nat 1 crit fail for anyone that's not here.
I
So
know.
kinda
Well,
love
they
this.
critically failed on showing the fuck up. So,
Yeah.
but hello, everybody. It's been a great intro so far. I hope y'all are enjoying your lovely Sunday night. As always, we are here to play our Sunday night game, Border Kingdoms, Dutchy of Shantal, all that hoopla. Anyways, in this game, well, hi, my name's Jess, first of all. I should probably introduce myself. I play Dusk, correct cat. I'm going to say the correct cat. Our Circle of Stars druid. It's literally right in front of me. You think I would just read off. But no, we don't do that here. I found a strange boy last time, so that's fun. See where that's gonna go.
that is not how I wrote it down in my
That's
notes.
phrase.
Oh my, context is needed.
No
Stay
context.
for that, everybody.
No context. That's all you get. Anyways, I'm gonna pass it off to Lauren.
Hi, I am Lauren. I am on a phone, so thank you in advance for being okay with it. I play
They don't have a
Erase.
choice.
I know, I don't. Exactly, I know. You are all mine, darlings. This is going to be fine. I play Erase, who is a Yanti pureblood illusionist wizard. He is a casual investigator on some good days. Shady guy, love him dearly, and that's pretty much it for now. Because I'm a little nervous. I don't know why. Oliver, how about you go?
Yes, I'm Oliver. I am playing Bosk, the goblin big game hunter. Class is ranger, but that doesn't really matter. And I will be looking to score some cash, giving Dusk the stink eye whenever Dusk gets mad at us because we need to get paid. Okay,
No, we
Someone's
just help
gotta-
people. You don't need to get paid to help people.
so, Dusk's parents are on my side. Is all I'm gonna say. So that's me. We'll hand it off to Derek.
Yeah, I'm Derek. I play Dudley Draven. I am a human warlock hexblade. I am also a mummy rot survivor and a owner of a sentient backpack. There we go. That's pretty much what I've got. So why don't you take it over, Kevin?
Mummy rot awareness is the like burlap ribbon, right?
I think it's mummy wraps. It's just the wraps of the mummy. You know, it's a little frayed in the ends.
Old dry mummy linen.
So yeah, last session you finished up in the underground mansion, and turned to the Dutchy. After a short side trek to deal with a large insect problem. Among the more interesting things that happened to you last week, Dusk went out and did some assisting with neighborhood chores
Yeah.
and
He's
general
that boy who's gonna go
do-gooding.
mow your lawn.
Yeah.
For no money.
And while doing this, you were talking to one of your friends. She's an older woman, and her son, who's in his early 20s, so he's not. I would not describe as boy.
It's more fun that way, okay?
Would
I mean, if you're an elf,
was-
anyone under the age of 100 is a boy.
True.
oh yeah. But he was acting like skittish and nervous the entire time you were there. Now, who was it that went choring with you?
Nick. Who's not here?
Okay, so it's just Nick is not here. All right, so let's sub in anyone who's not Nick who wants to be there with that. I think this deserves a little bit more conversation now that I've had time to think about why he's acting. Anyone else want to be there?
Sounds
Or we
like
just gonna do
Dudley
this as a-
probably would have been, because Urias and I went to go.
Yeah, we're coming
Sorry.
back from our little joint outside of town. Yeah.
Dudley was alone.
Yeah.
He probably just wandered out of the tavern without any money.
Okay.
I
Dudley, you in on that?
I actually I need to make a small correction because my character has just been slandered. No, I walked out with a smaller amount of money and information.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
so
He's a
Right.
millionaire in
So, yeah.
information. Mhm.
So let's say that's right. You discovered some things in the conversation at the card table too. So let's do it that way. You go to track down Dusk mid task, and find them at this is probably a porch sitting with iced tea sort of conversation.
Yeah.
so I'm walking in to Dusk talking to a creepy boy, and what?
No, no.
That's what I heard.
The scene would be a series of rocking chairs on a front porch, with that small
Banjos in the
table that has
distance?
there's that small pitcher with the full pitcher of iced tea.
all just any of these rocking chairs rocking on their own. Do I need to do a mimic check here as well? I'm just asking. The last
I mean,
They are everywhere.
weeks have been
It's a
little
pandemic.
bit
It's an
of a problem
epidemic.
with mummies and
It's a
mimics.
pandemic.
I mean, yeah.
No, I'm sorry. Go ahead. I won't interrupt again.
no, it's fine. It's always appropriate to ask for a mimic check. However, you don't spot any right now. You see Dusk, see her friend, and her friend's son is kind of like, you see him like walking past the window every now and then, like watching the conversation out front, but he doesn't want to join in on it. So yeah, Dusk. Are you curious enough to pry?
Sorry, I was checking something on OBS. Make sure everything was good. Yeah. I'm just gonna look at his. Is everything all right, or is something the matter? He's awfully skittish.
Right. Raynord's been all out of sorts for the last 2-3 weeks.
That's odd.
It is. He's been cheery for most of the last year.
Nothing's happened that you know of,
Girl.
or?
I
Huh?
think he found a girl, and
Oh.
that was a problem.
Oh dear.
Well, we
And
found
he
one.
won't talk to his mother about it because apparently I'm pushy.
Of course he wouldn't. Why would he? Nobody talks to their mothers anymore, do they?
Some of us
No.
didn't have
When was the last time you talked to yours, girl? Yours.
Is this the same day, or is it yesterday?
I actually think it would be the day after you did.
Yesterday, actually. We stopped by my home after some friends and I took care of some things. So, much more recently.
So Dudley, that's what you walk up on. That kind of conversation right there.
I will give an appropriate greeting to the other person, and I'm like, at Dusk, I'm cleaned out, so I just check it out, see what everybody else is doing. So, if you'd like, I'll step away. But if not, I'd be happy to assist in whatever's going on right now.
Oh, I have no problems. I was just helping her with some tasks she had needed assistance with, as her son seems to be preoccupied at the moment. So,
Is it
I helped.
work problems or financial
just
problems?
General heavy lifting things. Stuff like that.
No, I meant the son. Like,
Oh.
work or financial problems, or
Not sure. His mother thinks
heaven
it's
forbid.
likely a girl.
Oh, yeah. That can be a big problem. especially when you're. I'll give him an eye because I didn't really see how young or old he is. So, like, if I see him walk by again, I'll take a look.
Yeah, no, he keeps doing that. He's like pacing around inside, and he'll like kind of like lean over to peek out the window without trying to look like he's at the window.
Oh,
Like
Lord.
he's very obviously curious about what's going on out on the porch, but he refuses to involve himself or whatever. Give me an insight check.
Absolutely. That would be an 18. 14 to
All
an
right.
18.
You've had a significant amount of experience with that type of paranoia from the other side, where there's a good chance that someone is coming for you to arrest you or kidnap you or you know have that "where's my money" conversation. That's the type of behavior you're.
Uh, if you don't mind, I could go in and give him a talking to. I mean, I'm not like an expert necessarily, but I've seen that look, the eyes, the face. I know what that is, so I could talk to him. I mean,
Yeah, if you're willing to
couldn't hurt.
help, that would be fantastic. Go on in, have a conversation. I'll just sit
Sure.
out here with this pitcher of iced tea and contemplate everything that's wrong with what I see in front of me.
You you want to come along, Dusk, or you want to stay out here and enjoy some tea?
I will take my tea and join you.
Okay,
Best way
that's
to be.
it's a good idea. Probably need a little supervision when I do this kind of thing anyway.
All right, so when you step in, this guy's mid-20s, human. Definitely looks like he does mostly like farm work, which is very very normal for half the Dutchy. They're involved with farming or ranching in some capacity. Um, Give me a perception check.
Do you say perception or deception?
Perception.
Okay.
Do you want me to roll one as well?
Yeah, sure.
That's the wrong dice.
Oh, that will be a 6 right now. I have
12.
no idea what's going on.
Okay. On a
Oh, is that a
12.
base?
On a 12, you notice that he's dressed for travel. Like he wasn't just his jacket was on. He was ready to go instantly. Right now, he's got a bit of a deer in headlights scenario where he's on that fight or flight decision is kind of like jammed up in his brain right now.
Yeah.
So I'll lean over to Dusk for a second. He's either into someone big, like he owes them a lot, or he maybe took advantages with this girl, because that is the face of a man
Yeah, he's about to
that
get up and
wants
run.
to run. Yes.
Yeah.
You hear me, right? I am talking about you in front of
um, no, you got this all wrong. Um, uh, I guess I have to trust somebody.
Yeah, we're two complete strangers. What harm could trusting
Well,
us
I'm
be?
probably not a complete stranger.
Yeah,
Well,
not so much.
that's true.
He takes a seat. He's like, a couple of months, about a month ago, my girlfriend came up to me with this package. She told me that it was valuable, and I needed to hide it. And she asked me to just do that, hide a small box.
Mhm.
And I didn't think it was, I thought it was like a gift for one of her family members or something like that. I didn't think too much of it. She's always pulling surprises.
Yeah. Fair
Uh,
enough.
and then she went missing.
Oh dear.
I haven't seen her in 3 weeks.
Um, what was her name? What did she look like? That kind of thing. Because I mean, we've
Uh,
been on the road. We
Es-
might have seen someone.
Estriel. And then he gives a physical description which matches the woman you found murdered in the mansion.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
Can we maybe take a seat? Because we're
Yes,
gonna
that might be
have a
best.
little deep conversation right now.
He had already taken the seat, so
Oh, okay, good. Yes, this is going to be very difficult. But I do believe your dear girlfriend is unfortunately dead.
okay. So there's a period of emotion there that I really can't bring myself to fake.
Valid. That's okay.
Alright. So there's kind of like a crying montage that happens for a little while.
I'm just gonna go up to him
Um,
and put my hands on his shoulder, like
yep.
comforting, like.
It's a scene. We watch it fast forward.
Mhm.
Uh, and like as he comes to accept this, and is like, let me get the box. Uh, Heads upstairs, comes back down a minute later. Has this small wooden box. It's like 12 inches by 12 inches, 3 inches thick. Has a hinge on the back. Um, it's fairly basic wood material, but it's like uh, it's a simple quality like jewelry type box.
Mhm.
Um, and he sits down on the table in front of you. And when he opens it up, there are 7 keys in this box, held and mounted there. Now, Dust, when you see those keys, you've had visions in the past,
Yes.
and you get that sensation that you're familiar with, that it's happening.
Oh dear.
Um, and what you see is like you see your point of vision just backing away from those keys, backing away through the door of the house, up into the air, going farther and farther away, until the entire like continent and eventually the planet stretches out in front of you. Um, then from the stars above, um, one at a time, 7 different constellations flash with light.
Mhm.
Each flash of light, he slides out of that constellation, and then just all come together and like click into the world and turn. Then there is a bright flash of light. Your vision ends.
Oh, that is strange. Not abnormal, but strange.
Now, how did that appear to those in the room?
So, anytime that Dusk has any sort of vision, he goes completely like statue still and like gets like this look on his face that nobody's home. Like glassy eyed, like nobody's home. Gonzo. And then like when he comes back, that's like this sudden rush of breath and movement.
All right, so Dudley, you experience that. You get a good look at the keys as well. Suffer no strange effects whatsoever. Physically, the 7 keys Each one is made out of a different metal. We've got gold, silver, mithril, adamantium, copper, steel, and electrum.
Well,
Um,
if somebody's making a key out of mithril and adamantium, those are not real materials you make your standard keys out of. So
no,
they
and like
gotta have a bigger deal than
yeah. Now each of the keys is a different shape, a different style. Um, they they would otherwise look like they have nothing in common, but on the handle portion of the key, each in a different style is the same letter from the Netherese script. You know just enough Netherese to know that is T.
Okay. So you see the fancy little squiggles at the top?
Yes.
Yeah, that's a ancient language, you know, big bad magic dudes, from the past. And I pull out my coin. These guys, and I flip it around. They don't mess around with like little sparks and stuff. They destroy worlds, kind of.
Oh.
Well,
Oh.
I mean, uh, well, maybe they didn't initially intend to in some cases, but
Just,
items have.
can you give me a history check?
I don't know why I had such a hard time finding history.
I know you don't.
8.
8. This is all new information for you.
Okay.
So, like, when I found this coin and okay, voices, but we don't discuss voices right now. But I'm
Voices
not
are
hearing
fine.
voices. I'm not hearing voices right now. That's fine.
Well, sometimes
It,
I do. It's fine.
those marks on the keys. That this is a pretty big deal. So if this young lady died over this,
That's
I
large.
think
That's
what we
big.
got to do is, with your permission, I look at the young man, is we have to take these keys into custody. I mean, we have to get them separated from you and get you and your family kind of isolated from the thing so that should anybody else come for them, they're not going to look at you.
Mhm.
So, I think I was right. Killed over this box.
More than likely.
Maybe. We do. I mean, I don't want to be too morbid about this, but we do have the body not too far away from here if you want to look. Because didn't we bring her body
We're
back?
gonna rewind, go through that emotional scene again, fast forward through that scene, and end up back here again.
Okay.
I mean, but I think honestly, we should take these keys off you and kind of scrub around here to kind of make you less susceptible to anything that might be related to them. And you're right. There is probably somebody watching you.
I was
And
gonna
I know
say,
you
have
didn't
you
say
seen
anything.
anybody suspicious who might have been that you think might have been watching you?
I've been thinking everything over from every direction since she went missing,
Mhm.
and this is the only thing that's been out of the norm. We're supposed to get
Yeah.
married in the spring,
Oh, I'm sorry.
and this was completely out of the blue. I have no idea where it came from or why.
So she didn't mention anything else. She just kind of brought you the box, told you to hold on to it.
Yeah, she came over here late at night, which is only it's not entirely unusual. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Uh,
Fair.
but she came over for just this. We had a conversation about it, and then she left. And that
Hmm.
Did
was the
she,
last time I had seen her.
when you saw her last, did she seem, um, well, kind of squirrely like you, or was she calm? when she brought the keys to you?
I didn't notice anything out of the ordinary at the time. I've talked to her family. They haven't seen her either. They didn't see her since earlier that same day.
Okay.
So they don't think she went home after.
Would you mind
Do you
giving us
mind
the
telling-
information for her family?
There you
So
go.
we can at
Yeah,
least pass
yeah.
on the. Maybe see if they know anything.
Yeah, I'd rather be the one that tells them.
Nope, that's fair. Hmm.
Uh,
Yep, that's fine. Now if you don't object, I'm just gonna take the box of keys right now, and I've got a little bit of a key guardian on my back right now. He'll watch them for us, so he's
Yeah.
good.
if those keys are dangerous, I don't want anything.
Okay, but I just, I'm just, I want to be straightforward about this, and we're gonna try to keep you away from this as much as possible. And I'll grab them and I'll put them
Yes.
in.
Quest item has been delivered.
Yeah.
I almost wonder if we should move you and your mother for a couple days, just in case.
Yeah,
where would-
Dustin's family has a big house. They
Yeah.
could probably put you up for a day
My
or two.
family would be more than happy to put the two of you up for as long as necessary, just to make sure
That's not
in
a
case somebody's actually keeping an eye on you.
that's not a bad idea. So, unless you guys have specific questions at the moment, that's how that wraps up. You make some quick arrangements to get them Dusk's parents. So they're a good bit of the way out of town
Mm-hmm.
and are safe from casual spying, etc. And with people you trust.
Yes.
And you see, Dusk, we didn't even have to ask for money on this.
I wasn't going to.
I know.
So
I'm not.
I'm just
Boss.
saying we're not. I'm just saying we're not all in it. Not everything we do has to be about money.
No, it doesn't.
so Bosk
Just
and
agreeing with you.
Arrayus, you were last seen at Siler's Guts and stuff.
Nice place.
and
We'll be back, I'm sure.
It was Emporium.
So when you guys return to town, Guts and stuff is just far enough away where the town doesn't smell what goes on there. Where would you like to choose to meet up with everybody else?
I think we said the tavern, didn't we? We were gonna go back to see how much he lost.
Yeah, we can head in that direction.
Okay. So pretty quickly they'll get you guys back together in the same spot. 'Cause that makes my life easy. Sometimes
So when-
pragmatism is what rules the game.
Okay, so when we see them coming, we hide. No. No.
I'm
We
gonna
make sure that
I'm
there's
gonna
a
keep a
couple-
hunter's mark on you from now on.
Make sure there's a couple of extra chairs for
Wait,
for
you don't already? I'm
them.
surprised.
And we'll try to work in a little bite to eat while we wait for them to get back.
Yeah, you guys are well on your way to having a regular table.
Mhm.
It should be. I financed nearly everybody in this bar.
And it's the table you guys have kind of like chosen as your home base. Is off in a corner. You've got line of sight to at least two different the two major entrances in the area. No one behind you, no one walking past you. So it's a good spot to
Be sketchy.
Yeah. And with a little bit of effort by paying attention to where and how you sit, you can even conceal things on the table in front of you. So let's go with that conversation. Oh, question?
A weird thing. When we get there and get seated, I want to take like the box out and just kind of put it on the edge of the table Then I'm going to take my coin out that can detect magic, and I want to just casually see if I can see like some magic coming off that box.
Okay.
As like, but try to make it as inconspicuous as possible. So
Sure.
if you need like
Give me an Arcana check.
Yep. That'll be a 15.
Okay. It does not detect as magic, but it doesn't detect as normal either.
Hmm.
It's like if magic was measured on a scale of 1-10, this is registering as an actual 0.
That's odd.
Well, it is until you consider, at least from my experience, the squigglies on it and the fact that where they come from. Um, they have, well, they had an advanced system of magic before we had an advanced system of magic around here. So
Mhm.
disguising, cloaking, making it just out of a material that doesn't detect, that could be a lot of options. I don't know
True.
for a fact. It would require a lot more research than I have like capacity for, but you know,
I think that is the absolute perfect time for Uraeus to walk up to the table as you're explaining magic.
I do not want to interrupt this fascinating conversation. But what did you win? As I look over the box of keys, casually.
um,
Not
it's
so
not so much.
much one.
Yeah, it's not what we want. Dusk,
Oh, did you finally
won-
get payment?
No. So, doing my rounds and assisting various people, as I do.
Hmm.
This one woman who I tend to help often with her son. Her son was acting very flighty,
We've
and
named the son Renard.
Renard, thank
Renard.
you. I forgot his name completely. Her son Renard was acting very flighty, and it turns out that the dead woman we found was his girlfriend, and some point before, in the last couple weeks, she had given him this box. And this box is something strange. And I'm gonna kind of hand it over.
you know a decent amount about Netherese magic. Yes, no.
Don't answer. I just start like going over the keys.
Okay,
Kalia just kind of
this is
winds up my
not
arm.
going to work. You being silent.
Yes, these keys aren't
Takes
something
time
that's good.
Dudley,
to
let the man do his work.
identify. It takes time to identify. And I will virtual cast identify on these keys as I kind of go over everything to see if I can find out what significance these are. So 10 minutes of me being full on the snake.
Very
action.
dramatic.
Yeah, of course.
Yes.
And everyone else is just like, come on.
You've cast a spell many times before. And you're familiar with what happens when you're detecting on a magic item. You learn how it was made, how it's used, any like the words or commands that make it do things, and most importantly, what it does. You're also familiar with what happens when you try to cast it on a mundane object, and how the spell returns a no result. This does not give you that type of error message that says it's a mundane item. You get no response whatsoever.
These just box
Now,
of keys.
can you make a Arcana check for me?
Cool. Yeah. That will be 15 plus. Where is it? 5. So 320.
Okay. You've never experienced this type of thing personally, but it's what you read to expect to happen to something that has been concealed with higher level magic than you're using to detect.
Hmm.
So there is some type of defensive enchantment involved, which is returning a null result on any kind of diagnostic.
Gotcha.
That got a little bit technical for Magic, but here we are.
And I can read. Well, I think I can read.
There was never any doubt that you could read.
No, the symbols on. Look at
I
the
don't know
light.
about
The
that.
symbols on the key.
Have you seen
It's
him play
never
cards?
easy,
Sometimes I
okay?
think he doesn't know what the cards do.
Oh dear.
The pictures.
Okay. It. I'm going to be serious here for a second.
Yes.
Okay. For a goblin to question my literacy after I saw what you did with your toes that time, let's not talk.
What do toes have to do with literacy?
Uh,
That's just called hygiene, Dougie. Look into it.
Yeah, but they were in your mouth.
Well, you gotta
Toes
get
don't
the
have
dirt
any-
out somehow.
oh dear.
Toes don't have anything to do with literacy. They have to do with math.
Listen, okay, yes, but I'm saying no. Just because I sometimes have in negative flow of luck while I play cards does not mean I cannot read. Okay, in
It's
fact,
not
I do
necessarily his fault. He's so extremely unlucky.
understand a good deal of Netherese text, and that's what I'm saying. On this keys are essentially a dead language.
Okay, Mr. Expert. Then what do we do with these keys? What good are they to
What
us?
do I know about the Netherese?
Yeah,
So
while
religion
they're
check?
arguing over this, and you continue to inspect the
I'm like
box,
picking out like
keys,
little
etc.
keywords that they're talking about, and I'm like,
Uh-huh.
all right. So it's a weird
Yeah,
thing. It's
you're
close.
paying attention just to know that the conversation is not veered back to anything that actually matters yet.
Yeah, I'm just.
Um,
Still good.
Let's give me a history check.
We'll open doors with them, obviously.
I don't know
What is my
what
history?
kind
Oh,
of
plus three,
doors.
not
I
too
don't
bad.
know if it's doors we want to actually. open.
17. 14 plus 3.
The Netherese are an old kingdom.
Okay.
They fell somewhere in the realm of like 6,000 years ago. Which, from the Yuan-Ti perspective, isn't that long ago.
Near children.
Right. You know, there's those are the timescales you're dealing with, though. This is going into the deep ancient history of the region. This is kind of like the southern border of where the Netherese Empire expanded to. And they were absolutely known for breaking the rules of magic.
Which I'm definitely intrigued about.
Yeah. They were the weird science version of magic. You know, when you get when you take the like ethics commission and exile them to another plane, they did the type of things you can get away with when there's no one around to tell you no.
And like I said, I have a little bit of experience, and I will pull out my coin. Like this, I found great many years ago. It's a Netherese coin. Has a few magical properties of its own. So all I'm saying is, given what like magic amounts into this, and these keys being obviously protected in some fashion, it's a bigger deal than just walking around and unlocking a couple of doors.
It's more than likely definitely would not be that easy.
And where did you procure these?
Well, so because the lot of you don't know, I experience visions every once in a while. It is a thing that happens, and what I've seen with these keys is odd. I'm not sure if it's good or bad, but what I saw was these keys coming out of these stars and falling to the earth, and then there was a great flash of light. Good, bad, not sure. As of the moment.
were they notable stars? Were they like, they have a meaning to you in some fashion? Like the constellations, the groupings they belong to? They
They were constellations. How much time have you spent studying actual stars?
Probably a decent amount.
Okay.
I mean, he does have a star map, so.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
I'm like,
I forgot that was like a literal part of your.
yeah.
We shut the lid of the box. The star map comes out. Poof.
No, it's like this floaty
So-
orb thing that projects them outwards because that's cooler.
Oh, cool. That is cool.
Okay.
onto your ceiling
Would
at
you
night.
like? One of the things you could do,
Mhm.
using your star map, you could attempt to locate those constellations and then identify them.
Yeah. I would like to do that.
So, what die roll do you think could be most appropriate for this
Oh god.
action? I love putting the burden of this on you.
Um I mean, something I'm not good at would Arcana I feel like would make sense, but at the same time I'd rather do like insight or perception or something because I'm better at those.
Could I offer assistance?
Okay, let's do it on perception. It's a pure pattern recognition.
Okay. Because like Arcana would make sense because it involved magic star globe, but I'm not good at
Well,
that apparently.
the type of information you get depends on which type of check you.
11 because I suck. I'm having
Okay.
troubles.
On 11, you can recognize and identify one of the constellations. It's part of a series of constellations that represent various arcane deities. This one represents Savrin.
You cut out halfway through that.
This one represents the deity Savrin.
Savrin.
Savrin. I'll type it in chat.
Okay.
And you are not trained in religion in any meaningful way.
No.
So the name is labeled on your star map. And that will probably conclude all of your knowledge on Savrin.
Yeah. It seems like
He's not someone that you've seen temples for. You may have heard the name and know it's a god.
Yeah.
But he's not one that has major temples in the area.
It seems as though at least one of the gods, or one of the constellations, is for the god Savris. Did I say that right that time? Yes.
Yeah.
There's no N in it.
No.
None.
If
Can I
that
do a
names
religion
mean
check?
anything to you, any
Sure.
of
And I'm going to give you advantage because wizard.
Yay! Fun! Okay. Good, because the other one was a 2. So 11 plus 5, 16.
Savris is a deity that is mostly focused on arcane divination.
Well, this
Seeing the
is one.
future,
Yeah.
prophecy.
you. Well.
Yeah.
This is one you should know. Because I think he's the one who gave you that vision.
Don't know about that one, but that would make sense if I knew him. With that explanation.
You may call him something different?
No.
Okay.
But like, not a very well-known god of magic, right? I mean,
If you asked 100 people who the god of magic was, they would return with the answer the goddess Mystera. But there are other gods and goddesses of magical things. There's I'm drawing on a blank on her name because it's long and elvish, but there's a god of like elven banshee and undeath. There's Neril, the god of the dead, one of them. You've got Kazuth, who's the god of evocation magic, fireballs. So there's a selection of magical deity. Azuth, another one that's on the list there. Yeah. So that's what you get from your star map. You get the constellation Sabrid. Now,
Interesting.
you think with a little bit of more time and effort, maybe some manipulation techniques to like relive the vision. There may be other ways to get more information
Yeah.
that you don't have available to you right now.
Mhm.
So it's not a dead avenue.
I didn't figure. With a lot more time, I'm sure I could figure it out.
Boss, you haven't had too much input on this so far, other than questioning Dudley.
Yeah, these keys, keys are good. I'm really more interested in the chests that they unlock. I don't really see how this can make a lot of money for me. So I'm letting them talk about the keys. And when there's a lull in the conversation, when they pretty much hit, where they're all the dead end for now as they ponder what they learn, I'm going to say, well, that's all terribly interesting. I'm impressed. Meanwhile, I've made us some money from those Ankh parts. You're welcome. Has anyone else done anything to contribute to the group coffers lately?
No.
Actually, yeah. I've got a place where we can go strike and make a decent amount of money. Bandit camp, not too far. I guess kind of far from here, but bandits steal. We steal from bandits. Everything's good, right?
Fair.
I like the sound of that.
Okay. And I would tell you too. Like, I mean, I don't know for a fact, but ancient keys, lock ancient doors. Behind ancient doors or ancient lost treasures worth lots of money.
Oh, no. I'm with you there. When you find the door that it unlocks, then you can call me.
Oh, of course, but I promise you, the bandit information that I got earlier is an accurate source.
There you go. See,
Some
this is
miles
something we can act on. We can go right over there, shoot some bandits, take some coin. Sounds
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
No keys needed.
But
Except dope.
can
And dusk, we'll be clearing out the bandits. It'll be preying on poor innocent travelers that have no way to protect
Well,
themselves.
that's
What
what
could be
makes
better than that?
that's what makes it a little abnormal. They're not really on a normal trade route. They're establishing off an area that's kind of not so crowded. And when you do that, I think it's a little more than banditry. So that's what I'm trying to say to you.
Yeah,
It's
that's
like,
more than likely more than banditry.
No. Come on, look. Yeah, if I was going to be a bandit, which I'm not, you don't
Are you
take
sure?
the normal. I do work for my money, okay? Just because I ask to get paid, that's not banditry. I don't demand the money. But if I was going to be a bandit, you don't put yourself on the main highway. That's how you get killed. All
yeah, but
right?
they're not working any roads where they're getting a steady flow of income.
Someone will come through. You catch that crafty merchant who's got the real goods and is like, no, I can't risk the bandits. I got to go the side route. That's the one you want to hit. Trust
But
me,
why
I know
would
what
you
I'm talking
ever go
about.
the side route? You're more likely to just
Someone
get
must.
attacked on the side route than the main route.
You
The
never
main route is
expect
more
it.
traveled.
And that's why the bandits hit there. That's why you don't take the traveled route.
Actually, if you want to get technical about it, you should take a third route, which is not the main route or the side route. Just make your own route. That way, you're less likely to encounter anything.
All right.
God, you two are exhausting.
Let's
Is
just go
anyone
get the
watching
bandits.
us while they're having this? I'm just like rubbing my temple.
Give me a perception check.
I'm terrible at perception, so this is
You're
gonna be great.
less
I'm just like
exhausting, Dudley,
migraine.
but him, he's exhausting.
The 13.
No, it's not even a busy night right now. There's not too many people around. Nothing unusual to be seen in the tavern.
So, I mean, I hear what you're saying, boss.
If it will make you happy, we'll go to get the bandits. Just
It's not about
stop.
it's not about making people happy. I think it's about
Getting paid.
No, it's about making people happy.
I mean, those are two extremes that I have no reason to care for. So
All right. Listen, we've been on the road. We all have had our nice little adventures. Let's take the night off, relax a bit, and tomorrow we can go out and make the world a better place while making a bunch of money at the same time.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
who's holding onto the keys for tonight?
I feel as though they're going to be safest in your bag. As much as I loathe to leave them out, let them out of my sight, I think they're going to be safest in your bag.
Yeah, and got
The
nothing to
backpack
worry
like crawls up on his shoulder like an eager puppy that knows that people are talking about him.
I don't know about this.
Can
Yeah,
I like
you-
go over and like reach to just like gently pet it, or is it going to try and bite me?
I
Give me a
can't say for
charisma
sure.
check.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm probably really bad at these. I am.
Watch your fingers. I can't say
I
for
rolled
sure
a
what he's-
19 though.
Okay,
Okay.
he might like you.
So the bag like leans into it,
Good.
and like there's like pressure like as you're like forced to scratch, which is really weird because you're like doing the little like neck scratch thing on a canvas bag.
I mean, to be fair, it's weird, but it ain't that weird to me, probably.
And then it like flops onto the table, like on its back, and just like begs you like continue.
I'm going in.
Who-
Scratching the
And
guy's
that's when it bites you. And
belly.
that's when it bites you.
Nah, man, that's okay.
No.
A cat out of anyone should have expected that.
I did. It's fine.
It displayed the murder button, and then you touched it.
Exactly.
It's just a nice warning, like that it's had enough. It doesn't know how to. I can't speak.
No,
I've
I
tried to
know.
get it to speak. I've tried to train it to speak, and all
Oh,
it
God,
does
please,
is
no.
drool and like.
I
And I don't
expect
even
it
know
to
where the
get
drool
bit.
comes from, but it's there.
this is why I keep a flying snake.
I would pet that too.
But yes,
that'll get me
Uraeus
bitten.
can confirm too that between the shielded nature of the box itself and the extra dimensional space inside the bag, that is quite likely the safest place for anything. At
As
least
long as it
until
promises to let it go.
yeah,
I
as long as the bag's not corrupted by ancient magic.
we don't know exactly how it was formed in the first place. We just know that a bunch of potions broke in there. I mean, there could have been a curse. They could have been. Well, you know what? Don't worry about it. We'll see in the morning. If it hasn't digested them by morning, we're good.
Oh, let's hope not.
How is your familiar created? Potion misability.
I haven't even found the ones that worked because I'd just like mass produce these suckers if I could find the ones that did that together.
OSHA was off that day. All of that stuff.
No, but he will.
So, sounds like you guys are planning on traveling to this alleged bandit camp.
Yes.
Leaving in the morning makes the most sense.
How much would it cost to get a small, like, just a donkey and a cart?
There's a town nearby that actually like specializes in construction of towns carts and wagons. So even here, there's a general surplus of them in good condition. So finding one would be relatively cheap. I think that's the town of Many Waters that does that. I know I wrote it down in my notes somewhere.
Mhm.
Yeah, the Many Wheels wagon shop of Many Waters. So yeah, with donkey, Call that 2 gold pieces for cart and donkey.
That's not bad.
Perfect. I'll get us one.
And on the way out, I'll toss you a coin, a gold coin for my share of the expenses.
Fair enough.
And I'll turn to Dusk. I just didn't want to hear him bitch for 2 hours about money.
No, that's fair. That's very, very, very fair. I don't want to listen to it either.
Other than acquiring cart, is there any additional preparations for this trip? The area where the bandit camp is at is along one of the nearby rivers. The River Rith runs north from Many Waters and up into the Muskar Hills. But it doesn't get anywhere more than like 20 miles away from any of the nearby city towns. The area this is in is kind of like in a bend in the river that isn't a good place to cross the river. The banks are really high. The current is strong. It's kind of a sort of a back to your wall sort of place. You would expect with normal conditions it would be approximately a day on the road to get to the nearest place to there, and then another half day to a day to get from the road to the area where this bandit keep is allegedly at.
And while we're doing this, I'm sort of keeping an eye on the lay of the land. The bandit camp's our main objective, but I'm also looking for signs of maybe wyvern territory. You know, the habitat that one might live in. Just keep an eye on the sky, looking for tracks they might leave or scratches on trees.
Yeah,
So,
there is
why?
something you are aware of, like off to the east, which is the opposite of the direction you're going in right now. There's a place called Wyvern Watchtower.
Okay.
It's kind of near the town of Obel, which is one of the 3 nearby towns, 4
Right.
nearby towns.
Well, we'll worry about that on the way back. But for now, I'm just looking out for any signs, just in case.
Yeah, give
We,
me a perception check for general searching for Wyvern Zone.
okay. It's a nat 1, so 4.
You do not find any Wyvern Zone.
So
Well, that's a shame.
we've graduated from owlbears. We're not looking for owlbears right now. We're looking for.
Oh, if we find an owl bear, I'll kill
Okay.
it.
I didn't know what else we were looking for. I mean, and in all seriousness,
I
understand.
met a guy who's looking for some wyvern poison. So
Okay.
if you
Okay.
see one,
Yeah.
let me know.
Absolutely. That's no problem.
All right. Can everybody roll a d20 for me?
Oh no.
5.
No, right? Just
7.
19.
Jet.
12.
Okay. Boss, you rolled the 19.
Me, I rolled a 5.
Oh, sorry. Who rolled the 5? The 19.
I rolled the 19.
Okay. Dudley. You're on the road for a couple of hours. And where are you at in the wagon? On it, leading it, walking beside it.
I would probably be walking beside it right now because, to be honest with you, having recovered from the mummy rot and like feeling like crap and just barely being able to stand up, I now don't take my legs for granted as much. So I will walk for a while.
You have had an additional long rest. This is a morning trip, so long rest was sort of implied, but not. So yeah, you're on the road for a couple of hours, and see another traveler on the road behind. And at first, it doesn't track as anything totally unusual.
I'm going to, when we've noticed it, I'm going to elbow Dudley, and I'm like, see, there's that merchant I was talking about, the one that didn't want to go down the highway because he's too smart, but not smart enough to take the third way. That's him. I knew it.
Or he's the bandit.
I'll look that way. Does he look like a merchant?
It looks like 3 individuals walking on the road.
I'm not
And
sure these guys are
what
merchants.
what kind of tracks as unusual is over the course of a half hour or so, they don't get any closer or farther away. They keep their distance fairly consistent.
My good old days as a tracker for the unit, we're being tailed. I don't think a merchant is going to tail us.
Well, that's good.
Hmm.
That means the bandits are coming to us, right?
Assuming they're the bandits, they might be after the box.
Ugh, what a waste of time. All right, fine. If they're coming for the box, we'll make sure the bandits get them.
Iras, you want to casually notice the people behind us?
I don't turn around, but I just start seeing through my familiar who starts sneaking out, like slipping out.
Periscope
So I
mode.
guess yeah, a little bit, yeah. So I will look through my familiar's eyes to see them.
And
Do I
talking,
recognize them?
Give me a perception check.
Oh, God, I'm terrible at these. 15! Okay, 15.
Okay.
Alright, I'll take it.
You notice the 3 people there, roughly human size and shape, but at the distance, difficult to pick out that much more. Yeah, they're keeping pace with you guys. If you were to stop, it may take them roughly 10 minutes to cross the distance between where they're at and where you are now.
Do we know how far back they are from us? Or.
About 10 minutes worth of travel time.
Oh, 10 minutes. Okay, no, because I can only.
Yeah.
When if I'm seeing through my familiar, is it 120 feet? Is that what it is?
You have to be within 120 feet of familiar to get that type of effect.
Okay, alright. So I won't send her off.
I mean,
That- Yeah, you can send her off at a distance, and there's
Can it like
still a
tell,
connection.
so it can alert me if it.
Yeah. Familiar is a
Yeah.
level 1 spell that has by far the most text.
I think she has to come back and report, though.
Yeah. Yeah, outside of 100 feet range, you don't get the telepathy connection.
Okay.
But it can act on your instruction beyond that range. It's just out of communication until it returns.
We'll go and get a closer look at our friends. I would like to see what you're going to eat later.
Do you
And set it off.
like?
Take a look.
Wait, just 1 second before you go.
Mm.
I could look. It's a fresh day. I've got some tricks. We can make your snake not here, invisible to anybody. Let it get right up on them and like sniff them and check them out and identify them fully if you'd like. Or
If you're willing to expend such energies,
well,
how could I say no?
Is there going to be a difficulty if I were to cast it? I'm not
Cast what?
sure. Invisibility on her familiar. See, I don't know that are his familiars.
Invisibility can be cast as a touch spell, so yes, you can make someone else invisible.
Well, no, I mean I'm asking like, if I touch your snake,
May I touch your snake?
going
In the most polite way possible.
yes, if I touch your snake,
Oh,
are you
dear.
going to get pissed off? Kind of thing. I know the spell can do it, but I'm just trying to
Be
be
courteous.
polite about asking, rather than I'm going to manhandle your familiar for a second, and then
It will fly.
Okay.
It'll coil around my arm, fly off,
Okay.
and then slither around your shoulders. And you can feel free.
Yep. You are now invisible for 1 hour or until my concentration breaks.
Or the snake attacks.
True. Yeah.
Okay. So it's going to take some time for the snake to cross the distance. What instructions are you giving your snake, which does have a, doesn't it?
Say it again?
Does your snake have a name?
Yeah, Kalia.
Kalia. Okay.
Yeah.
On your extras tab, you can click the description and customize the name.
Oh, I didn't change it? Oh, I thought I did. I'm sorry.
So yeah, what instructions are you giving Kalia for this mission?
Take a look of height build. Do we know them? Is it the necromancer guide? Like, look for certain features if they're
Okay.
after this as well.
So
Don't attack. We'll take care of that. Even though I know she can handle it. She took care of that fly thingy, whatever it was.
Sturge.
Sorry, that's what it was. Sturge, yeah.
Okay. So it's going to take Kalia probably 20 to 30 minutes to cross the distance, observe. What will you guys be doing?
I think maybe we should continue to move, but at a slower pace.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, that's what I'm suggesting, but I want feedback
I think that's
from
a
our.
good idea.
Yeah.
Okay. Dudley. So you're suggesting slow the pace. Can you make a deception check?
Absolutely. I'm actually very skilled at those. That's one of my highest skills at +6. So. And with a +6, I got 12.
All right. This is a little bit unusual of a thing for you to try to fake, slowing down casually.
You know what? Before you tell me those results, can I use my inspiration to try that again?
Sure.
Because I'm concerned at this point that this is more than just bandits. So paranoia is my friend. So. And with I got a 12 again. So
You slow down. You cut your pace down by about a third, which does shorten the distance between the following group and you a bit until they realize that you've slowed down. So what will happen next? I think Kalia is going to return. Now, Kalia is going to be able to give you a telepathic image of what she saw. There are 3 men. One of them is a that collection. That's one of them is a man with long flowing hair. There's a longbow on his back, and in the like mental image that you get from Kalia, it seems like without knowing it, this guy always managed to make sure that his good side was facing Kalia without knowing that he was being observed. He's got
hate this
that
guy
knack
already.
of always, yeah, he is always selfie ready.
She almost was gonna bite him just because, like,
Yeah.
no kidding.
The man next to him is an armored warrior. This guy is heavy armor, shield, longsword on his hip. Doesn't look like he's bothered to shave or clean up in a while. The third and final guy is a bit more interesting, specifically to Uraeus. He's wearing wizard robes.
Fun.
He's wearing wizard robes from a nearby nation that I'm absolutely drawing a blank on now that I need to say it out loud.
Okay.
Not land.
It wasn't
You know-
the place in the mansion that was about. It wasn't
No,
that
no, no.
country.
This is a new-ish
Okay.
location. Damn it, I'm gonna draw a blank. The thing that nation's known for is they have a large percentage of their wizards are illusion.
Ugh. Competition.
Yeah. And I'm gonna track that name down while discuss that new. Or not. I mean, you can be styling if you want.
Well, do they look friendly?
Mm. One that likes himself too much. Long hair, flowing, long bow. One very heavily armored. And one fancy pants wizard.
Okay.
Ooh.
Well,
Markers.
And then I will say that country that we don't know right now. Neighboring nation.
Yeah.
well, there's 3 of them and 4 of us. So, do we need to confront them or just let them go on their way?
Well, could she tell me what they were saying at all? Like, were they talking at all? Did she overhear any sort of conversation?
No, nothing that she can repeat.
Okay.
Hmm.
Well, I think they're following us.
Well, yeah, they're following us. The road only goes one way.
No, I think they're following us because when we slowed down, like, if you're not following somebody, like,
Why are you gonna slow down?
yeah,
Because
why
they're
would
afraid of us.
Why? What reason do they have to be afraid of us?
Because there's 4 of us. 3 of them.
Mm,
All right.
I am in the mood for sport. If you are as
As
well.
as we've been traveling on this road, has this what is the surrounding topography of the natural area around here like?
The name of that nation, by the way, was Halrua. This is one of several roads that goes from Shantal to Many Waters. Your plan is to go about halfway to Many Waters and then break off of the road, follow the river. So the road here would be forest and field for the most part on either side of the road most of the journey.
Okay.
That does sound very vague, but that's covering many miles.
Well, specifically right now, are we in a forest or a field type area?
This is a forested area.
And is the road how straight through the forest has this road been?
The road's got some curves to it, but it's mostly to account for land contour.
Okay.
It's not meandering or wandering. It's just going by the path of least resistance.
So, could we expect to find a curve in the road that is just enough cover to pull the wagon over to the side as if we were stopping for a lunch break without them noticing before they were too close to us? To make it suspicious if they also stopped.
Yeah, give me a survival check to see if you can locate a prime location for that.
Okay. Let's see. Can I get advantage on this because my natural explorer is forest?
Sure.
Okay.
How to use those ranger abilities when you get the chance.
Yeah, it can be tough sometimes, but that's a 22.
Okay. Yeah, you get an area. It looks like it's even been used as a campsite in the past. would
Perfect.
be a prime location to set up for a midday lunch break without being explicitly weird about it.
So here's the plan. We stop right up there. They won't even see that we've stopped until they practically caught up with us. And then they'll stop or they'll keep going. Either way, we'll know how interested they are in us.
Fair enough.
Sounds good to me. Let's do this. Break
You
out.
want to
Alright.
make like a little camp that we're resting? Is that kind of how you want to do it, or just
Yeah,
pull over?
watering the donkey, making some sandwiches, just stretching our legs.
I will maintain a minor illusion, and I'll keep resetting it. It's because it only lasts for a minute as they get closer of the box that it's out next to some packs that we have on the ground. Like,
Okay.
just kind of casually have it there because I have
So,
improved minor
illusion-
illusion, so I'm hoping it can be a little bit more fancier.
Sure, distraction, decoy illusion.
Yeah.
Sure. Uh, any
So
other precautions? Well,
when I see that, I'll turn to you. You think they're here for the box?
You could never be too careful.
I suppose we'll know real quick if they are.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Okay. Let's go for it then.
And then obviously I'm keeping my crossbow on hand.
sure. A couple minutes pass by, and two of the three men approach. The man with the gorgeous flowing hair, and the grubby warrior. And they come out from around the turn. And they stop just far enough away to be, I'm going to say about 100 feet away. It'll be the first time that the road curves enough to see where you pulled off to. And they stop on the road right there. We're here for Dudley. The rest of you we have no problems with.
I'm gonna call back and be like, "Oh, if you're here for him, sorry, I've already claimed him."
How much are they offering now? I mean, if you give me a cut, I might go with you. How much is it? Seriously.
250 gold for you alive.
Oh, come
Less
on.
for you dead.
Oh,
Yeah, that's an insult. Why don't you go home now, please? I'm not going with you.
Well, that is unfortunate.
Yep, for you.
listen, you're bounty hunters, right? I've dabbled. Um, this ain't worth 250 gold, okay? There's better ways to make money. Trust me.
Oh, I do have one more question. What are they what do they got me on this bounty for? What are they telling you that I did?
Regicide.
And only 250 gold? Goddamn cheap ass bastards!
He must not have been a very
Wait,
good
kill the
king.
king?
Now, outside of an adventurer pay scale, 250 gold is enough to retire on.
Yeah, but I'm like, you. If I killed the head of your nation, like, I'm at least worth like 10% of your gross domestic product or something, right? 250 gold is not like.
Um, boss. Can I get an intimidate check?
Okay. That is going to be at a +1. That's a 7.
I was gonna say
Nah.
before he actually rolled it that I was
Oh.
gonna slap him with a guidance, just on the shoulder
I mean,
for that plus D4.
where is my D4? Oh,
Probably won't help, but
8.
Oh.
I tried.
Show me your
Um,
face, boss. Your face.
Nah, I don't think it's gonna work out that way.
I'm not sure you know how it's going to work out.
Okay, I've got to. You look, you're here for me. I don't want any of my companions to really have to deal with this shit today. Okay, so let's handle this like the civilized people you want us to believe you are. Okay, I will give you 300 gold to turn around and walk away now.
Dudley, we can't give away 300 gold. That's 300 gold.
If he can give away 300 gold, we will leave.
Oh my god.
Okay, so now we've established what your price is. Let me see.
I'm talking to Dusk and Urias, and we can't let him handle the money anymore. This guy's a loose cannon. It'll be gone in a day.
You
We
let the
could let
gambler
them take
handle the
him.
money in the first place?
No, but this is just reinforcing what a terrible mistake it would be.
We could let them take him.
I seem to, I guess I packed the coin purse in the other bag the other day because I don't seem to have the money right now. So I guess
You're
I'm just
broke again.
and take it.
He's always broke. You should know that if you're hunting him down. Come
Yeah.
on.
You act like you want to hunt me. You don't even know anything about me. It's your problem. It's not. This is public knowledge. I never carry money. It goes into every gaming table from here to the that other place. You know what?
So,
Just never mind.
Mr. Fancy Hair, whistles, and the next thing that happens, standing next to the two of them, the illusionist appears for the briefest moment and tosses dust up into the air that falls over the three of them, making them all
Oh, what?
Invisible.
Invisible. Okay. Oh god. Why?
I hate to be an asshole.
initiative.
Yes,
Okay.
that works. Let's do that first.
9.
Ooh, not bad. 19.
11.
I got an 18.
Urias, what did you have?
19.
For a moment, I did not. Entire week I had a prep time to rolls. All right, Reyes, you will have the option to act first.
Alright, so I can't see them.
No.
Right?
But you are very familiar with the limitations of invisibility.
Yeah. Because as soon as they attack, it'll break. Let me read that spell. I guess would it be a perception check to see if there's any like indentations of them that they moved, of like their footprints, or like the disturbing?
What are you are you trying to target with something?
I was gonna try to do like a 15-foot burning. It's a cone for myself. So for burning hands.
Burning Hands has a maximum range of 15 feet. They
Yeah.
start at about 100 feet away.
Oh, they were too far away. Oh, I see. Never
Yeah,
mind.
yeah,
Never
they're well
mind.
outside the range of that.
Well then I'll just do a cantrip. So I'll do firebolt, but I can't see the thing. So would it just be a disadvantage then? Okay. So then I'll just...
You'd need to see them to target with firebolt.
Ah!
They've got functionally total concealment while they're invisible.
Well, I guess I can hold my action, which will be a firebolt, until they are visible again.
Okay,
I
so you're going to
will-
hold action until someone appears?
Yeah. And then I will move out of range of everybody else, like far, like get myself.
Okay, put some distance between you and the rest.
Yeah.
Okay, next up is Dudley.
See, I'm a little torn up about exactly what to do because I have a couple of ways. You know what? Okay. Not directly on us, but in front of us, 60 feet in front of us, I'll drop a. Yeah, you know what? I will drop darkness. Um, it will be a 15-foot sphere. It will be like
Okay.
60 feet in front of us. Um, just kind of like as a blocking kind of field of vision, so they won't be able to see us necessarily at this moment.
It'll block line of sight between you and where they started from.
Yes, and then we can keep focus on other spots. Now, that is what I will do for this turn because I don't think. Wait, actually, I need to see one other thing because that does have a range, but I have to be able to see them. Okay, nope. So yeah, just the darkness that I'll drop there.
What was the other one you were checking for?
Oh, hex, but I have to be able to see the
Yeah, you
creature.
have to be able to see for that.
Yeah, it's got a 90-foot
Okay.
range, but I have to.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Boss.
Okay. I am going to. If I hold an action to shoot my crossbow at any of them that poke out of this invisibility, can I stay hidden if I make a hide bonus action, or is the hide like I have to be completely concealed and I won't be able to see them?
You can bonus action hide because of cunning action.
Well, nimble escape in this case, but yeah.
Sure. So yeah, you could hide, then hold your standard action.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use the Goblin Nimble Escape to hide as a bonus action. I'm going to hide behind the cart.
Okay.
And keep that crossbow ready with a held action to, as soon as one of them pops out of invisibility, I'm going to shoot him.
All right. Give me a stealth check.
Okay. 9.
Okay. Works out. You don't see any evidence of what goes on there. Check. Yeah, you're not going to see anything there either. We're going to get down to dust.
So we still haven't seen them at all?
No, they went invisible. The distance they were at, they could be moving forward, and they wouldn't have gotten into melee range.
Okay.
Time given.
Still odd. Alright. I'm gonna go dramatic here because I can, and why not? I'm going to, with a bonus action, use my starry form because I haven't gotten a chance to use it yet, and I might as well. That uses one of my wild shape slots, and I'm gonna go with Archer. Starry form as a bonus action, you could expend use a wild shape to take a starry form rather than transforming a beast. This form sheds bright light in a 10-foot radius and dim light for an additional 10. Lasts for 10 minutes. And it is, I said it was the Archer constellation.
Okay.
And that, I guess in the case that before my next turn, I'm going to hold
Yeah, so that
my attack.
archer ability, what does that actually give you?
It gives me a bonus attack action. If my thing will actually let me.
It's a ranged spell attack, 60 foot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So not much, but
So
something extra.
you've turned yourself into stars.
Yes. Not intangible at this level, unfortunately. That comes later.
Okay. So Uraeus, you see that. You have not seen any target. What would you like to do?
Oh, so they just moved, so they didn't do anything.
Presumably, yes.
Presumably didn't do anything.
Or they're running away. That's what they should be doing.
Doubtful.
And just remember, my darkness is somewhat of a blind spot up there now.
Yeah.
So
I will cast invisibility on myself.
Okay.
Just all turn invisible. That'll work out
I
great.
can do that. No, I can't. I don't think.
So I will just do that, and I will make it to the other side of his dark sphere just to see what I can see on that side. Just in case if
Okay. Put some distance between you and the. Okay.
Yeah.
Turn this into a fight of Marco Polo.
Yeah.
I can see through my own darkness.
It's Hunt for Red October was really what came to mind.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm out here glowing, so
Dudley, you have the next action.
Okay, so I am. This poor coin is getting a use and a half. One of the abilities of the nether coin is I can see invisibility with it. So I will, instead of having my bow out, I will cast that, see invisibility, and then I will start basically being a spotter, like 5 degrees to the north. Start pointing out where I see them if I see them.
Not required. That is okay. So you cast see invisibility. What you see is on the right side of the globe of darkness. You see the fighter advancing, shield first, and the man with the golden hair has his longbow drawn and is crouching behind him, following up behind him. Not see the Halruin illusion.
No, yeah. So my response is to my companions. I don't see the caster fighters coming up in that general direction. Shield first, and our friend with the bow is a little bit further back, and that's really all I can. Well, actually, no, because technically, now that I can see them, I can hex them as a bonus. Wait, no,
You can.
because I used the item. That's not casting a spell. Technically, that's using an item.
I like that rule some for more bonus actions than others.
Okay, so I can hex.
I think that a warlock absolutely should have the ability to use all of their spells in one turn.
Okay, so I will hex that. I will I will hex that shield guy, like that I see coming, and I believe that requires me to pick an ability that he has disadvantage on checks. Why don't we go with dexterity for him?
Okay.
Wait, never mind. Take it back. Take it back. I cannot hex at all.
Because the darkness requires concentration.
Uh, that and requires a slot, and I already used invisibility earlier on the snake.
Awkward.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I've used my slots.
Use invisibility and
Darkness.
darkness. Okay, there you
Yep.
go. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, but yeah, so I can't hex. And I don't have another bonus action at this point. So yeah, after just kind of giving a general direction, and I know that doesn't help much, but at least they kind of know some fashion where to look. I'm done.
Boss, what are you going to do with that information?
Dudley pointed me in a direction. I'll just shrug and shoot. I'm going to shoot at wherever he indicated the archer was further back.
Okay. Let's call that a roll with disadvantage.
Yeah. Oh, there goes a crit. Disappeared in a disadvantage. But it's an 18 instead.
Okay.
Still not bad.
I didn't not stack. Okay. Yeah, you get a roll damage.
Okay, I don't get any of my hunter's mark or slayer's prey or anything, so that is just 6 piercing damage. Did I get him?
You hear a solid connect with something metal.
I think I got him. Is he dead yet?
Doesn't look like it to me.
Okay, listen, I know this is kind of a weird thing to ask, especially coming from me, and these guys are trying to kill us. Could we maybe not kill them? It's kind of a professional courtesy thing. You know, you don't kill the rival bounty hunters one day, they won't kill you next time.
I mean, but if they're dead, they can't kill you anyways.
I'm
I
just
hate
saying.
to be the one voting for killing people because I'm good not killing them, but at
So-
the same
Just
time,
saying.
if they're already dead.
These rumors get around, okay? The bounty hunters talk. Oh, so and so just killed all these guys. Next time, you know, they're not going to show me mercy. I'm just saying.
Didn't you say you weren't a bounty hunter?
Look, what does it matter, boss? They're not after you. They're not gonna hang you up.
Okay. Let's rewind. Let's rewind it just before you said that, because you see the fighter take an arrow directly into his shield, and it punctures his arm through the shield.
I thought you were gonna say
And
to the
it-
knee.
No, and at that point he rushes forward directly towards Bosk.
Never mind.
Wait,
Um,
because I haven't gone yet, does that mean my hold of my action is still a thing?
yes.
Okay. I can't use a spell, right?
You
You said firebolt was what you were. No, not that
No.
was
That was
Darius.
me.
you have to specifically okay, so you have to specifically like say exactly what you're going to do for this
Yeah.
full held action. And if it is a spell, that actually takes concentration. To keep the spell going until the reaction goes. I don't know if that is
I don't.
even relevant
that-
here.
I don't think that's relevant to that. Does
What
it?
were you gonna do?
I was just gonna use a guiding bolt. Let me double make sure
Okay.
that this doesn't. The story form doesn't require concentration. I don't think it does. Because
It
does
shouldn't.
If it's wild shape, probably not. I was
Yeah.
just pointing it out because
yeah, if wild shape
Very
doesn't need
few.
it.
Yeah, non-spell effects generally do not require concentration. Bosk, the warrior comes right up to you, and just like right before he attacks, you can hear his charging boots, which kind of stops you in like mid sentence, trying to say, don't kill these guys. And you will take 8 damage from a longsword. He attacks. That was his first attack. Even with advantage for being invisible, he manages to miss his second attack.
The bright
Uh,
side is he visible now.
He is visible now to everyone.
first one was a nice hit. Look, nothing personal about what comes next, buddy.
Well, what comes next would be Dusk's guiding bolt.
Yeah. In theory.
I think it's
21 to hit.
That will hit.
Sorry, Siri just freaked out. I'm using my iPad. Okay, dude.
It's okay.
Everything's fine.
I appreciated that a lot, actually. That's 17
Siri's
damage.
Well,
Siri's freaking out. No, I'm not.
Don't you judge me.
I don't know if you heard, but it was a
17 damage, you
21 to
said?
hit and 17
Yeah.
damage.
Okay. And that will give advantage to whoever attacks him next.
Which is,
yeah.
yeah. Which, is that actually going to be me?
No.
Don't they
Next
go?
up is Mr. Goldenhair, aka Falcon.
I meant the next one of us to go.
Yeah, he's gonna try to shoot Dudley.
We're gonna get
And
okay. I can handle that.
he does not have advantage for being invisible because you can see him. Does, however, have a really accurate longbow. Does an 18 hit? I know the 23 does.
Yeah, 18 will hit you.
You will take 11 and 11 from the 2 hits.
Okay, I'm dead. Or down. I should say.
Down.
Yeah, I only
Wow.
have 19 hit points. I have
Oh.
I have a 9 constitution. I am
Oh my god.
not a particularly. I'm a spongy hexblade.
I
Constitution's a
never
dangerous
plan.
stat.
Yep. I never plan for someone to dump stat Constitution.
I have one in my campaign I do with my roommate, and he goes down like every fight.
It's okay.
Yeah.
I get you.
Okay, so Dusk.
Well, that throws a wrench in my plans. But we're gonna cure wounds Dudley to make sure he doesn't fucking die.
Okay.
Death is just one thing.
4. I rolled a 1, so. Alright, so does this mean that. So I'm gonna use this. The Storyform Archer. That I get advantage? With that? Because it's just a magic attack. Okay.
Archer.
If you're making an attack roll, then against the guy who uses
When
hit
you activate his
dice
foam,
roll.
and as a bonus action, you make a ranged spell attack. Why would you have advantage? Oh, because of the guiding
The
bolt.
guiding bolt, yeah.
Yes. So yes, you have advantage.
Oh, is it a good thing I do? That's a 19 to hit.
And who are you targeting?
The knight. Sorry, brain words.
Okay.
English.
Oh yeah, right, because he's the one who's hit with the guiding bolt. Okay.
It's 10 damage.
Yeah, that absolutely hits.
I would hope so. I think what I hit him with the guiding bolt was a 19 as well. That's 10 damage.
What is the illusionist is going to remain hidden?
by the way, that means
Yeah.
my darkness drops.
Yeah.
And so does the see invisibility. Oh, wait, actually,
See, invisibility doesn't actually take concentration.
no,
Would
it
that
doesn't. But if I
continue
go
on past a
on,
KO, or
if I
I'm gonna say not because Nethri's artifact. Uraeus, back to the top of the order again. You are currently invisible. You see
I was
the soldier and the archer. The illusionist, you cannot get a view on.
can't get a view on. But it would be my action if I wanted to see where he was like
It
sneaking
is
around
your
that.
action, yeah.
It was my action.
Yeah.
Since I am invisible, I will do that. Just because I think he's the bigger threat, since he's got some tricks up his sleeve.
Okay, so perception check to track down the invisible.
Let me see. 18.
18. You can catch an area where some brush is moving. Like an area along the side of the road where something moved unexpected.
Okay. I don't have anything. Right, that's the only thing I can do for my action, right? I can't do a cantrip or anything like that, right?
You still got your bonus action, whatever that's good for.
Yeah. I don't think I got any bonus action. Love that. Cool.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Cool. That's my turn.
All right then, Dudley.
okay, so I've been healed.
Mhm.
I guess I used half my movement to stand back up. I put the Hexblade's curse, which is not hex. It's the
Yep.
yeah. I use the Hexblade's curse on the warrior because he's within 30 feet of me.
Yep.
And I will add that's a bonus action, and I will take an attack on him.
Okay.
Not rolled that. Here we go. Here's the. Okay. I got 14 to hit, so that probably did not hit.
No, that will plink off of his arm. Anything else?
But no, I think that's +2 to damage, not attack. Let me make sure, but I think even a 16 probably won't hit. So, okay, that's 2 to damage rolls. Okay, so he is cursed, but okay. But if he does die, I get 8 hit points from him. So
All right.
kill him,
Dudley.
please.
Sorry, warrior. Warrior is going to attempt to. He's not liking this. Does not go the way he was expecting.
No.
listen, if you give up, I promise we won't kill you. Professional courtesy.
Once again, I thought you weren't a bandit.
These aren't bandits; they're bounty hunters. It's a legitimate
So
profession.
what he's going to do is he's going to take his shield and just kind of do like a big smashing swing attack at Bosk with the shield. Not intending to damage, just get you to jump back enough that he can disengage. A disengage action.
Okay.
And then he's backing off and getting away. And he's running at the speed you find common for a fighter using an action surge. Then the next up is going to be Bosk.
Okay.
Sorry. Yeah, Bosk.
So the archer is visible now. He has shot, and the darkness is gone.
Yeah, the fighter is currently farther away than the archer is right.
Right.
Falcon.
Okay. I'm gonna mark that guy with Slayer's Prey. And I'm gonna shoot at the archer.
Okay.
That's a nat 1.
Okay. So yeah, that happened. Next on the initiative list is still Hidden Illusionist and Dusk.
All right. Is the fighter still within spell range?
The fighter's about 60 feet away from Bosk right now. So it depends on the spell.
Oh, hold on, my head is itchy. Well, guiding bolt is 120 feet, so I think that's good. So I'm gonna use my second level version of it. So why the fuck not? 16 to hit.
16?
Yeah.
Yes.
That is a lot of sixes. 23.
Okay. So you lift him up off his feet and crumple him down in a pile.
Yes. And
That guy is smoldering.
good. And then I'm gonna use Archer on the other guy with the bow. I was about to say Archer on Archer, and I was like, that just sounds so weird.
Okay.
Da-da-da-da. 18 to hit.
That will hit.
6 damage.
Okay. Final thing that's going to happen this round. The illusionist is going to cast Hypnotic Pattern.
Oh no.
Yeah. Lauren, you've used that spell often enough. What saving throw does that require?
I don't remember, but I can look up on my. I still have my character sheet. I'll tell you in a minute.
Yeah, I think it's wisdom.
I think it's
Probably
wisdom. Yeah. If
Yeah.
I'm not mistaken.
So I would like everyone in the group to make a wisdom save.
22.
7.
Wisdom save. Ooh, 19. Okay, so 21.
13.
Okay. So Bosk and Dudley are hypnotized by the pattern.
Cool.
But Uraeus and Dusk.
Mhm.
You see the illusionist cast the spell and then start to run away. The archer is following in that direction.
Mm.
I'm by
So-
him. Can I use my reaction? Can I use a reaction? Please.
What would you like to do?
You're evil.
I would like to burning hand him. It would be a Dex
Okay.
13 save.
They wouldn't be close enough for burning hands, and that'd be that thing
Okay.
where you need to say exactly what you want to use your reaction
Oh, I'm
for
sorry.
when you hold
Okay.
your action. Yeah.
Gotcha. I thought it was
So yeah, it does
reaction
not
'cause
apply.
with Wordcaster, because if he was running away from me, because it was coming up on him.
Oh, that would be only. You have Warcaster?
I do. I took a feat.
Do you have
Just 'cause
Warcaster? Okay. Okay. That would trigger if there's someone running away specifically from you.
Okay. All right.
So yeah, you weren't close enough for Warcaster to come and play this time.
Gotcha. Understood.
But I think we're gonna end there for tonight because it's exactly 10 o'clock.
Oh wow.
We will take this up next week with what may be a chase scene. I'm willing to allow that to happen.
I demand a chase scene.
That could be a thing. That'll be a plan we come up with. They've got
to run 600 feet before I start chasing, because I can still shoot them 600 feet away.
Oh, nice.
Well, the bend in the road is going to come into play too, because they're going to be able to take advantage of that same bend you did.
That's true.
But yeah, that's our session for tonight. We'll be back tomorrow for some water deep Skullport shenanigans.
Woo!
Between now and then, you can track me down at Evil Sales Ass on Twitter. I'm no longer on vacation, so I have to go back to work tomorrow.
Oh, cry.
Sad and cry. But that's what we got going on right now. Let's go directly to Jess.
Oh, yay. Yay? Yay. Hi. Hello.
Yarr.
You can find me at Sweet Night Tales on Twitter and Instagram. You can also find me here tomorrow night playing my other Tabaxi, who I can guarantee you I will try and introduce Dusk instead of Blaze. It's gonna happen every single time. Welp. But anyways, I'm gonna pass it off to Lauren.
Hi, I'm Lauren. You can find me at the Splintering on Twitter, and that's pretty much it. I retweet fun stuff. I'm really into steampunk at the moment, so I'm like all these really cool statues and stuff. I'm like, like that. So that's my thing I'm doing now. Derek, what would you?
You can find me on Twitter at Dark Awesome, DERK Awesome. That's can do that a little longer. That's kind of where I'm at now. You see us on Fridays for Humblewood here, uh, and next Sunday for next available Sunday for round 2 of this. So that's what Oliver, Kevin.
Yep.
One of you two.
Yeah, okay, I'll go. I was Oliver, and now I won't be until the next session. You can't find me on any of those sites. You can find me on our Discord, who Nightbot has linked in the chat. And if that is not good enough for you, or if you're watching this later on, the link is somewhere down below. You can find me there, and you can find, yeah, exactly, where Kevin's pointing. Just follow his finger. You can find me there, you can find Kevin there, you can find all of us there on any of the game nights. So go there.
Excellent. I believe that covers everything. Shut it down.
Whoop whoop.